Ever since the reveal of the Switch 2, people have been very pessimistic, and rightfully so, because the Switch 2 is quite more expensive than any other previous Nintendo consoles, and the games are really expensive too, compared to what we're used to. To even go a step further, is that this entire generation of consoles has been a letdown to most people. But I want to be positive, and make a positive video, and try to spread love. Or something like that anyways. So I want to give you a list of 10 reasons why gaming is better now. Number 1, game engines are free for most developers, and this has allowed indie developers to make games. AAA games are fantastic. I love them. I love the newest Call of Duty. However, a lot of times they fall into kind of a stick of what they can and can't do. For instance, Sony's always into third-person story-based games. There's not a lot of innovation when it comes to new types of games or stories. And this is where I love independent developers. They don't have to play it safe. They can go as crazy as they want to. And this has led to so many great games being made that would not have been made unless they were allowed to be independent. There's just no way they could have created their own game engine to support these games. They needed these tools to be free to allow them to start. And even now, like, I've been able to do a little bit of programming in games. The only reason I've been able to do it is because these tools are free and easy to use. You know, if you're out there, you have a computer, honestly, they're free. Try it out. See if you like it. Maybe you'll become the next game developer to make the next great game. Number 2, I would say wireless controllers. Back in the day, you would have a controller, it would have a cable plugged into the console, and someone will come into the room and trip on it, a dog, and your console goes flying, the controller breaks. It was a horrible experience. It's now streamlined, it's wireless. You can now walk around your room while holding the controller and not have to worry about it like unsyncing or unpairing. It's good. You don't have to worry about that type of stuff anymore. It's made gaming so much more convenient. The next thing I'll say, higher frame rates. A lot of PS3 games, 30 FPS, more like 20 FPS. A lot of those games had horrible frame rates, horrible frame pacing, and games just became really sluggish going into that PS3 era. Now with the PS5 and the Xbox, they're so much more smoother. Most games are 60 FPS, and there's even some that go to 120, and 30 FPS is pretty rare. And even if a game's 30 FPS, sometimes there's an option for 40 FPS if you have a 120 Hz TV, and 40 FPS feels so much smoother than 30. I really don't think you can buy a game right now that plays so badly you just can't play the game on current hardware. For the most part, that's just a non-issue. Unless you're talking about Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch, there is that issue. The next thing, digital downloads. Yes, I know this is controversial. I do love the Blu-ray disc. However, I do not like it on my days off to have to go drive to the store for like an hour to 2 hours to go there, get back, download a game. It is so inconvenient. I am honestly not for that life. Amazon's a little bit easier, but like you'll have to wait however long for it to get here. With digital download, if I'm at work, I could, on my way home, buy the game, hit download to my console, and it starts downloading, and it's good to go. It's done. By the time I get home, it's already there. And that's also the always stay on feature, where they'll auto update system software. They'll do updates on actual games. You just don't have to worry. It's a turnkey solution. Like, especially on the PS3, where you would have to manually go sit down, download the game, download the update, and just sit there and wait. Like, you'll only have like 3 hours to play. You'll spend an hour and a half or more downloading the game, updating it. I'm looking at you, Gran Turismo 5. I'm telling you, digital downloads, they're just so nice to be wherever you're at, download a game. Helldivers 2 was a game where I just bought it on a whim. It was ready by the time I got home. Downloaded it, updated it, good to go. Next I'll say is USB-C cables. Yes, the USB-C cables, they're great. You know how nice it is to not have to worry about, do I have the cable to charge the controller? It's nice to have a cable that works with everything. The cable that charges my phone, my laptop, my controller, my Switch, they're all the same cables, and I don't have to worry about it no more. The next thing I'll say is, while people are very mad about pricing this generation, and understandably so, can I also remind you that deals and discounts have been so good too. You can buy games when they're on sale for much cheaper. And so yeah, games are launching at $70, but I'm picking games up for like 30 or 40. And it's just because I'll wait for a sale. And for most games, give it 6 months to a year, and they're already down to that price where I'm like, yeah, I'll buy that. The next thing is cross-platform. Do you know how cool it is to be on PlayStation, to play a game with someone on Xbox and someone else on PC, and it all just works? That is fantastic. There's no, you bought the wrong console, you bought the wrong PC, you did something, blah, blah, blah. thought. No, there's none of that. Everything just works. PS3 days. Well, what platform did you play on? Well, I played on Xbox and I played on PlayStation. Okay, well, I guess we just won't ever play together. Like, pretty shallow stuff. Like, we just won't ever be able to play together, even though they're relatively the same power and they're kind of just PCs underneath everything. But yeah, sure, we'll just never play. Anyone can play anywhere, anytime. There's even times I'm playing on a PlayStation, someone's playing on their phone in a Minecraft world. Like, it's just, you play the way you want to play, and that's a great thing now. The next thing, kind of pairs with the other point, is that since now everything's cross-platform, there's Discord on basically anything. I love Discord because it just makes everything seamless. That's the reason why I like it. The Discord can be on PlayStation, on Xbox, and on PC, on your phone, wherever you want it other than Switch, and it allows for online communications to be easy. There's no having another app, having anything else. Like, if you don't want to have PlayStation's party chat, don't worry about it, or an Xbox party chat, you can just use Discord and everyone can easily join a call. It is so easy to set up. The next thing I'll say, but everything has an SSD now. We're finally out of the era of 2009 laptop hard drives. Everyone has an SSD these days. Consoles boot so quickly, games boot so quickly, everything's so snappy. Like, there's just nothing to really worry about. Even on the Xbox One and the PS4, games took so long to load that you had time to pick up your phone, use the bathroom, go get a drink. It was ridiculous how long it took to load, to the point where sometimes you wouldn't even want to play a game because it took that long to load. And now it's all gone. Most games can load up in under 15 seconds. Like, it's a modern era with modern creature comforts and also better resolutions. Now we have the best resolutions we've ever had for games. Games look so much sharper than they used to be. And yeah, I get there's like a big uptick in AI usage. That's not great. But even yet, today is still better than it used to be. So we're trying to be positive. And another positivity point is HDMI. I love HDMI. Ever since the PS3, the PS4, the PS5, my laptop, a PC, name almost any device, and you can plug an HDMI into it. It all is backwards compatible with each other. The same cable I use to plug in my Switch is the same one I plug in my PlayStation or my Xbox. It's great. It just works. Yeah, you probably should upgrade your cable every now and then, but like, honestly, it's just one of those things where you just buy one and you forget about it for like 10 years and then you buy another one. You just don't have to worry about cables anymore. Even when it comes to power bricks. When was the last console to have a power brick? Since like 2013. Basically, we got rid of all power bricks. We don't deal with those no more. Also, having built-in game saves is a nice thing where you have cloud saves have been a really nice feature to have. Having built-in hard drives to house all your save files, not having to deal with memory cards. I think memory cards are sweet, but honestly, it is so much nicer to just have the cloud handle it and that be it. Next, I'll say is free games. Yes, I dog on free-to-play games all the time. I recently made a video dogging on free-to-play games and why free stuff is bad. I will admit, if you don't have a lot of money, free games are pretty nice. The ability to play Rocket League, to play Fortnite, to play Warzone, to play all of these games for absolutely no money without having to pay for an online service is fantastic for the end consumer. Yes, they're trying to charge you with other microtransactions, but you don't have to buy them. Like, they're literally giving you a free game if you want to try it out and download it and see if you like it. There's so many free games nowadays. You could have a fun time paying with absolutely no money. I still recommend buying and playing games, but it's nice. Next point, PS Plus, Xbox Game Pass. I don't like subscription services. I really don't. However, for 15 bucks a month, 20 bucks a month, you get access to 100 to 200 games immediately, and you can just download them and play them. It is still a very good deal, and a steal of a deal, especially if you're trying to save money. Try out some games that you probably wouldn't have. Like, I would not have gotten the new RoboCop game, but because it was on PlayStation Plus, I was like, you know what? I'll try it out and see if I like it. Guess what? I like it. But yeah, those were the 10 points of why gaming is better now. And no, it was not 10. I didn't count correctly. But let me know in the comments down below what your reasons are why gaming is better now. If you can like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But other than that, that's all I have.